Hello, Steve 89. Well, I'm still doing my catch up with Superman and Lois. I'm up to episode 13. I've got 12, 13, and 14 to get through because I got so lost with the schedule that I just forgot about the show for like a month and a half and I actually missed the last 3 episodes. But, okay, so Ali is still a problem. I don't know. We start off actually looking at how her and Lucy met. She was basically doing a book signing, and it looks like Lucy was one of the people that helped her sort of set up her whole little cult. And she was a lot more involved in it than I sort of realised earlier. And they get into a lot of the dynamics between Lois and Lucy and her father and all that, and it's all kind of interesting. And I don't find Ali that interesting a character. But she is dangerous. She is the season's, big bad. She wants to actually merge the Earths because apparently it's gone beyond individuals, and without the pendant or whatever, she can't actually do that anymore. But she believes she has to. If she can steal Superman's power, she'll have enough power to merge the Earths. That's what she believes. So we actually go to the cult, the little little house that they're all staying in, and we see that the people are sort of starting to leave because Ali has been gone and hasn't been in contact with them, and they believe that she's abandoned them. But of course, Lucy is keeping them all together. And eventually Lois and her dad go there and they take her boss, I've forgotten her name. They leave her in the car waiting, and they go in and they try to talk her down as usual. She doesn't listen to them. Her dad cuffs himself to Lucy. Eventually they talk, and they do seem to make some progress with her. She does seem to actually hear that they care about her, and actually does seem to understand the dynamic is not how she perceived it. And they go out. Well, they get alerted to the fact that Ali has shown up. So she shows up in the sky and she comes down. And of course, Lucy's all, I knew you'd come back for me. And, they sort of get her to say that, yes, the pendant's gone. I can't actually merge any people, but I'm still going to, well, I can do it another way, which I think she's planned to do it by merging the Earths as a whole, because that will, I guess, allow everyone to merge. I'm not sure how that works or what she's planning to do. But of course, she wants Lois to call Superman so she can drain his powers. And of course, she won't do it. But Lucy already has her father's beacon. So Superman comes. She immediately hits him and starts draining him. And this is after, of course, she drains Lucy and Lois's father, to get Lois to actually tell her where Superman is. But, she doesn't, but she doesn't need to, because Lucy reveals that she's got the beacon, and she presses it because she's threatened into it. And I'm like, gee, isn't that like a clue? This person you say has never hurt you and so forth is now threatening you and scaring you into doing something and blah, blah, blah. So why Lucy isn't waking up yet, or didn't wake up immediately, I don't know. But yes, Superman shows up. She leaves Lois and Lucy's father alone. He's still alive. She literally drains the life out of Clark. He dies. And then the two Iron Men show up because the daughter, she's basically convinced her dad to allow her to use the suit, which is actually stronger than his because she did a better job of making it. And, they managed to... Well, they don't really do much because she's already finished with Clark, but they do resuscitate him and take him to the DOD, and he has survived, but he has been drained to the point that apparently he's normal. He's got, I guess, no powers, and his cells are normal, so he's like human, which doesn't really make any sense considering he's Kryptonian, but whatever. Either way, he's drained. And the episode ends with Ali actually floating in between the two, the openings of the gateway, or whatever we're calling it, and she starts drawing them together, trying to merge the two Earths, which is the cliffhanger end of the episode. It was good. I mean, I would have been more interested if they'd done a whole episode just showing how. We just got a couple of flashbacks. It would have been more interesting to see how Ali actually came across all her ideas and how she formed them and how she managed to convince people to go along with her and how she built her little following. It would have been interesting to just jump back in time and just spend an episode on her and that character, but we really just got a couple of scenes, and then it was all about Lois and Lucy and her dad. And now there also was Clark was training Jordan. He yeah, I know I'm saying a lot. He had spoken to Lana, and he was trying to get her to let him tell Sarah the truth. And she basically was like, no, she's always in danger. She's with you, so forth. If you really love her, you will, spare her and keep her safe. So he realizes that he was doing this for him because he didn't want to be without her. And, of course, he's slightly devastated. His dad shows up and says, I'm going to take you to the Fortress of Solitude and we're just going to train and it's going to keep your mind off it. So he teaches him how to fly by making him jump off a cliff. But yeah, he does. He comes back. Of course, Jonathan feels left out because he was literally at home doing the chores while they were training and flying and bonding. And that's basically when Ali calls him. So that's the whole episode. And now we are left off. The last episode is going to start, I guess, dealing with her trying to merge the planets. So I'm not sure what they're going to do in the next 2 episodes because they've got to wrap all this up. But it was another good episode. And I wish I was just having these on a weekly basis instead of sort of going weeks not knowing when the next episode is and then finding I've lost track of time and I've got a bunch to watch in one go, because it kind of takes the special out of each episode when it does get a whole week to sort of be focused on, and you're just sort of going from one to the next. You don't sort of spend as much time. It doesn't seem as special. I don't know. But I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. I don't know. I am enjoying the show. I'm so grateful to have one show that I actually enjoy at the moment and doesn't give me a headache or bother me like Star Trek and the Orville. Although this week's Orville was brilliant, but the last 3 weren't. So, yeah, I'm just trying to appreciate it. But like I said, I wish I just had a steady flow of it instead of getting just, lumps and binging and then going weeks and months without then binging. But I'm going to stop complaining. I'm going to go. Thanks. Bye.